You want to find a sponsor, so you've started the search by asking, what is sponsorship? My name is Ken Unger. I'm a sponsorship coach at Charge, and I'll describe what is sponsorship. A sponsorship is a form of marketing where a company pays for the right to be associated with a program or a project. There are different uses of the term sponsorship. We're talking about a sponsorship that's a form of marketing, but as you search on YouTube or Google, you might find two different forms of sponsorship. There's the immigration sponsorship, where someone agrees to sign an affidavit to support the application of an immigrant to become a permanent legal resident. There's also sponsorship in someone's career, where a sponsor agrees to publicly recommend their sponsee by praising them in public so that their career advances. We're talking about sponsorship as a marketing term. Now, as you look for sponsorship, it's important to keep a few things in mind. First, the company that buys a sponsorship is called a sponsor. And you, in selling a sponsorship, are normally called a property. Sponsorship works by promoting the association between the sponsor and the property. They're both promoting each other, and they're both building each other's brands. At this point, I want to distinguish sponsorship from a couple of other terms that may cause some confusion. Sponsorship is not advertising. Sponsorship, as we talked about, is promoting an association between a company and an individual or organization. Advertising is sharing a message with an audience with the hope of encouraging that audience to buy the products or services of the advertiser. In advertising, people are not promoting each other. The advertiser simply has the right to deliver its message to an audience. In nonprofit sponsorship, it's important to distinguish sponsorship from donations. With donations, the donor does not expect to be thanked for their donation. They're simply doing good for good's sake. But a corporate sponsor of a nonprofit does expect promotion in the sponsorship relationship. Sponsorship includes a wide array of activities. It can be sports, events, arts, entertainment, education, nonprofits, government. So you'll see sponsorship in all different industries and in all different walks of life. There are three different ways to receive sponsorship. There's financial sponsorship, where a company is paying cash in exchange for the right to associate with your brand. There's in-kind sponsorship, where a company is paying products or services in exchange for that promotion. There's no cash changing hands in an in-kind sponsorship. And then there's media sponsorship. If the sponsor happens to be a media company like a television station or a news outlet, they would provide media exposure to the property in exchange for the sponsorship relationship. Again, usually no cash is changing hands. It's important to know that sponsors are motivated by different things. Some sponsors want to build their brand. They want to increase brand awareness so that consumers are more aware of them. They may want to increase brand consideration. That is, would a consumer consider their product where before they wouldn't? Sponsorships can help build brands. Sponsorships also provide an opportunity for consumer engagement. If the sponsor wants to interact with your audience, that could be a powerful motivation for sponsorship. Sponsors sometimes want to expand their markets, so they'll sponsor an activity in a market where they're not well known or introducing a new product. And finally, sponsors may want to get involved in community activities, and your project or program may be just the way for a sponsor to interact with your community. It could be really hard finding a sponsorship, but the benefits are huge. First of all, there's the financial or in-kind support that you'll receive in exchange for the sponsorship relationship. But I believe the most powerful part of a sponsorship is that the property and the sponsor are promoting each other. So they are both lifting each other's brands and creating long-term benefit for each other. That's the reason that sponsorship is a $70 billion global industry that's been around for centuries. If you want more information about how to find a sponsor, go to chargesponsorship.com or check out our Charge Sponsorship YouTube channel. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to Charge Sponsorship. And no matter what, I wish you sponsorship success.